don't think I thought this whole thing through, actually. I'm supposed to be recording and talking to the camera. But as you guys know me, introverted, ADHD, neurodivergent, out in the park in public, I'm already thinking everybody's watching me. Even though people are doing their picnic thing, playing with their girlfriends and boyfriends, sons and daughters, dogs and pigeons and birds, I'm still thinking everyone's looking at me. I don't even know if this thing is capturing my audio. Is it capturing my audio? I think it's too quiet. Today is a test. I've come out here to do a test to take out one of the mics that I use in my studio, at home. I guess my home is my studio as well. So I brought one of those mics with me so I can compare the difference between the audio on the camera and then the audio from the mic outdoors. I would love to show you what is around me right now, but I can't because that'll be intruding on people's privacy. And we're not here to do what? We're not here to do that. It's really nerve-wracking talking to a camera whilst other people are playing out here. And I guess everyone's just going to assume that I'm vlogging, which is good. So I got my tripod set up. Everything is recording nicely. So I apologize for any bad audio if I plug this in. So I feel sorry for myself when it comes to editing this audio later with all this breeze blowing. It is going to be a lot of work. I'm making sure my voice is as quiet as possible. I don't want to project this stuff. So apologies in advance if you hear any handling noise in the microphone, like if my hand shakes all the time, if I switch over from hand to hand, arm to arm, in case this gets heavy. But this is good though. It's not blocking my face, is it? It's not, no. There we go. I'm just looking at the display. Looking good. Can you hear the seagulls out there? I hope this thing is just isolating my voice and my voice only. And here we are. This is a personal challenge to me. Come outside with your mic, your camera, and your new device and record. Before, I was recording with the onboard microphone, the default microphone set to the camera. And that doesn't have the best quality. And the personal challenge was, yo, sun is out, come enjoy the sun, and at the same time, record yourself. Even though it's going to be cringe, and you're going to be shitting your pants, wondering who the heck is looking at you and thinking you're crazy doing this in public. But my name isn't Cosmic Jedi for nothing, after all. I have to own my own mantle. So I'm here with my little glass of water and some chin chin. This is a gift to me by the Constance. Sorry, a gift from the Constance. At a market show, she had one of hers, and she saw that I really liked it, and she gifted me that water bottle. So now that's my summer outdoors water bottle. I hope this thing is not carrying wind noise because I've got this thing on, so it should reject all the breeze coming through. I mean, if it's capturing the ambience, then yes, cool. If not, then it sucks. I might need to get a different mic. But so far, it's cool. And I'm looking at the display over there to my right, but the tiny camera flips it, so it might look like it's to my left. Yes, this is the Cosmic Jedi out on a Saturday evening. It's about 6:30 p.m. right now. I think it's 6:30 p.m. Sun is setting very slow. And no one is here well, there are people in my view, in my sight. I can see people, but no one is too close to me to interrupt me and ask me, what are you doing? They make me shit my pants and start answering questions. You know, like small talk. Introverts don't like small talk, man. Introverts don't like small talk at all. But this is good. I think I'm getting more comfortable with this. I was going to say confidence, but if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't be doing this. Whoops. Maybe I should turn the mic this way because the wind is coming from my right side. So yes, if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't be doing this, but I feel comfortable enough. I feel I've already gotten over the confidence thing, or I'm at the point where it's not a second thought anymore. It's just more of a flow. I'm just flowing with it. I also got this at a market show that the Constance and I attended last year, the Timbuktu market show. Let me see if the camera will pick it up. It's a little tribal pendant. Can you see it? Is it picking it up? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's wooden, hand painted by the Constance or Constance Prince on Instagram. Hey. Come on. Stay in focus now. Stay in focus. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. That was good. I wanted to see how fast. Okay, that means if I put something in front of the lens, the focus goes straight to the object and then back onto me straight away. How quick does it do it though? Okay, not that quick. I thought it was going to be quick. My bad. Oh, that's quick enough. If I pull away, nice. Put it back in again. How long? Come on. Okay, not bad. Not bad. So that means when I do product showcasing, it'll be easier to just do this. I'm so begging the cosmos right now that the breeze is not messing up this audio.
No, God, please, no!
Yeah, I'm in it now. I'm in it. I think I was already nervous turning this thing on, setting it up. Tripod isn't that big. I mean, it's a standard tripod. It's not one of those ones that can go high. Hence, this is the highest it can go, actually. That's why you're looking at me at this angle. You're not looking dead straight onto me. But in the near future, I'm definitely going to get another tripod that is going to be at my eye level or higher. There's one I've seen on Amazon from Ulanzi. And that one, apparently, 6'6" person can use it and it goes above. So I'm like, yeah, I want to get that one. And you can use it for handheld as well. So those are little things I want to start doing. But obviously, if I'm doing handheld, and this microphone is quite heavy. This is a pod mic. Is that an ant on my leg? There's an ant on my leg. Of course, there's an ant on my leg. I'm in the park. This is a microphone from Rode. It's called the Rode pod mic. There's a seagull looking at me thinking I've got food right now. Ain't no food here because if I take out my snack, these guys will come swaddling all over me. So you guys just thank you, mind your business there. So this is a pod mic from the company called Rode, and it's a pretty cool mic. It's a dynamic microphone, so that means it picks up the audio straight from my mouth and maybe a little from the left and right sides. It's not a condenser microphone. Condenser is one that picks up almost everything around you. Even if you're close, it'll pick you up, but it'll also pick up little tidbits from around you as well. I think those are good for outdoor stuff, so you can get the crispness and the ambience of your environment. If you're around seagulls or pigeons, or when people do nature outdoor videos, that's what they tend to use. But I prefer this. The only downside is that this is quite heavy in terms of using this outdoor. I just chose to do this myself. Normally you'd have a onboard shotgun microphone, but I haven't bought one of those yet. I just thought, well, this is the mic I use at home. Why not give it a shot? There's another one I have at home, which is lighter than this, and that's the condenser microphone. But that one, I need to find a way to mount it on the camera and then find a way to point it at me so that way when I'm talking, it captures my audio and not just everything else in front of it. So whatever goes in front of it, it'll pick up. So I have to make sure I'm close enough to it. Or I could put it right here at the bottom of this tripod. That's another thing I could... Ooh, yeah. Yes, indeed. And there's a shot of the of seagulls. And there's a pond here I want to record. I think I'll record the pond and then add that into the video later. That'd be nice. There's a lovely pond here. If there's a bench free, I'm going to sit on it real quick. Sit in it. Sit on the seat. Sit in the seat. Do you sit on the chair or sit in the chair? You sit in the chair. Inside the chair or on it? You sit on the chair. On the bench. So when I find the bench, I'm going to sit on the bench and then record real quick. Because it's a busy day today. Obviously, it's Saturday, weekend. Sun is out, finally. I don't know if it's summer now in UK or it's still spring. And I think it was 22 degrees today. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Came outside, I was like, yes, this is how it should be at all times in UK. At all times. No such thing as winter. What's that? If I controlled the weather, oh my goodness. If I was the god of weather, there would be no winter in UK.
What?
I was going to talk about the X-Men 97 series, but I don't want to do too much and get too excited and realize when I go back home, the audio isn't that good. So I don't want to, you know, when you get so expressive, you're like, yo, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting the hang of this shit, man. Shit. I'm not really nervous anymore, which is good. My audio is increased. My voice is peaked. Nice. Then when I get home, it's like, oh, shite. The wind got in the way. I mean, again, this is a good windscreen and pop filter. But you never know these days, man. You never know. Technology can screw you over. But anyway, quick talk about the X-Men 97 series. My brother and I have been talking back and forth about it. I'm okay with it. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the series. There's some serious topics and subjects they brought up that they didn't let settle. They didn't let the thing digest. I really dislike that. Really, dude? I think 7 o'clock. Are you done? He's done. It's done. She's done. Might be a she. Who knows, you know? But yes, I feel what's going on right now, as cool as it is, it's cool to get back the X-Men series, don't get me wrong. But the way things are going, it's not hardcore enough for me. It's like it's semi-starting to get hardcore-ish, but it's not hardcore enough. I think they're muting a lot of things. They're making things numb. They're numbing a lot of things. They're softening a lot of things. I don't think Magneto should be fighting with the X-Men right now. The main villain or the main villains, the main orchestrator of all the things that has transpired so far is Sinister and Bastion. So the fact that X-Men are going after Magneto, or the fact that Magneto even turned off the whole world's EMP or shut down electrical stuff, it's like, well, Bastion didn't work with all the human beings on the planet. So everyone in Africa, everyone in China, Japan, you just shut down their stuff because you're angry, and it's like, oh, enough is enough. I think that's bullshit. If you're gonna show Magneto as someone who's serious about what he's talking about, then let him go after Bastion, or let them work together. You know, show that they're competent in what they're doing or what they're saying. Don't just make it look like it's just another cartoon. And I don't know how many times it can be played by people outside of your camp as Magneto and the X-Men, because they've been tricked by Sinister once or twice even. So surely their radars would be, you know, at maximum. So any slight change in atmosphere, they'd be like, yo, we know this is Sinister's doing, this is Bastion's doing, no fighting amongst each other, no bickering, let's go after these guys and end them. This is even the best time that they should come as one united force. Even if Magneto is pissed off, yes, especially what happened to Genosha, yes, but channel that anger to the precise people who are responsible. These are two mutants who are responsible. Some human beings, yes, but don't then punish the whole world because of these two people. And you think they're going to come surrender to the human beings or surrender to you because you've turned off. Everything Magneto is doing is exactly what Bastion and Sinister want. They're playing him, and he's playing into their trap. Then the X-Men are fighting, and those guys have been behind since the show started. Sinister and Bastion have been playing them, and they've been playing catch up ever since. This is the one time where they were like, you know what, scratch this. Magneto, let's team up. Xavier left this place, left us for you for a reason. So we work together and then let's kick ass. Instead, it's just this whole X-Men versus Magneto. Boring. I think it's boring. I think it's not creative enough for me. And I don't want to hear anyone in the comments talking about, oh, that's what happened in the comics. Even that's dull. If it happened in the comics, then change it up. That's what these guys are very good at. Marvel's very good at, well, it's happened in the comics and people are going to have an idea what we're doing if we're going to stick with this story. So they change things up. They take aspects of one story and then they switch it up and spice it up. So with that being said, if you know that your audience is going to read from the comics or spoil it, change it up. Don't let anyone, you know, catch on to what you're doing. Spice it up and change it up and make it real. What does it look like when someone like Magneto experiences Genosha? And he knows it wasn't the fault of the whole planet. He knows it was a handful of people to an extent. He knows it was definitely Bastion and Sinister. Then you focus your energy and your rage on that. This just feels like a misplaced anger or an angry child. And it doesn't look... Again, it doesn't play well into the current story arc of someone who's gone through what he's gone through, especially the period where he went through as a young boy, as a teenager, especially after getting that PTSD thing. You know what can happen. You're about to repeat the same thing you got. You're about to cause more deaths. So mutants die due to a handful of some human beings and a specific number of people. So you know your targets. You know who has orchestrated this. So do you go after the human beings or do you go after the main threats? Because Sinister has been orchestrating things for a very long time, out here conducting human experiments and mutant experiments. So he's a threat. And if you don't put a stop to him, he's going to continue to do nasty things. So your focus should not even be on any human beings. You shut down Bastion, you shut down Sinister. You don't even know what Bastion has in store yet. What he's shown you is just what he's letting play out. And if all this time you figured out that Bastion was behind this all this time, you want to also play a long game. You got away because that lady set you free. Then stay on the ground. Then everyone be on their guard, like, yo, Magneto hasn't even come for us. If this guy is staying on the ground, he's not even. For all we care, we can think he's afraid, but Magneto afraid? Nah, something else is up. Something else is up. They're going to slip up eventually. You stay on the ground, cool. But then, what do I know? I think if I was writing the story, I wouldn't write it like that. Because I don't want to make the characters look stupid. You can't keep fighting amongst each other when we know who the target is. I feel it sends a wrong message. One person witnessed Genosha, and a lot of mutants died. A lot of people died. Instead of coming together with other mutants and the X-Men and showing a united front, you're then lashing out at people, at the whole world, and you're not being precise. You're showing your humanness. As powerful as you are as a mutant, as much as you sing mutant liberation, mutant uniqueness, you're showing your humanness. You're angry, rightfully so, but you're not channeling your anger, and it's not showing the years you've amassed your wisdom. It's not showing your wisdom. It's not showing the experience you've had. It's not showing that you've evolved and you've grown from people using you, manipulating you, tricking you. You didn't even know Bastion was still alive. So the fact that he's alive, and the fact that Sinister has not been killed since, I'm surprised he never even sent out a kill squad for Sinister, especially after having his ass whipped by Madeline Pryor. So that's just my 2 cents on the X-Men 97 thing. It's a cool show to watch, and I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. But just because I'm grateful that the show is back doesn't mean I'm going to just let things slide. There are a lot of people who have very creative minds and keep quiet, and I'm not one of those people who's going to keep quiet. I feel that because I'm watching this thing and thinking, well, if this is a real life thing, it's a cartoon. But there are allegories about this cartoon that apply in real life. The allegories in this cartoon that apply in real life. So why is it that we're being shown things like this? It does. I don't feel it allows certain people's mind to grow anyway. Some people say, yeah, I agree with Magneto. If I was him, I would do that. No, I don't. I would not shut down the whole world when I know who my targets are. Granted, it might be hard to find out all the human supporters that supported Bastion and Sinister. But again, all that has transpired behind closed doors whilst we're trying to figure out what's going on. That means this was a long game. This has been planned for a long time. And after Genosha, that means we're so behind on what's going on. We have to make sure we're ahead of these guys now. So I'm expected to get angry at the world, lash out at human beings. So that means someone is puppeting me. And Magneto, how long am I going to keep doing this back and forth? That means someone knows me so well on such a basic level that they can play me, and then they know I'm going to get angry and say enough is enough and change my costume and then be angry at the world. I don't like that feeling. That means you're not showing us Magneto can grow. You're not showing us the X-Men can change and become much, much better. You're not showing us that. Just because human beings have done what they've done doesn't mean they're the ones responsible. They partook and sided with Bastion. Bastion is the one who orchestrated this whole thing, plus Sinister. Those are your prime targets. Human beings you can deal with later. And if you can find a psychic to probe Sinister's mind, find a very strong, again, it's a long game, right? If Sinister and Bastion can play a long game and set you guys up, then get ready and set up Sinister. Get a very powerful psychic. I'm not even going to mention Xavier with Cerebro, because that guy is too weak as far as I'm concerned. They've written him too weak, and they haven't written the character arc for him to grow and become more, not ruthless, but become more precise and present. Like, I'm here for balance. I'm here for harmony between mutant kind and humans. But anyone who trespasses on that path that I'm forging, I will deal with appropriately. And no one can trace when a telepath has used their powers on any person. Only a telepath can trace that. If I was Xavier, yeah, I would use my telepathy and deal with certain people, because this path I'm forging is very important. You could argue that it's similar to Magneto. Yeah, probably. That's an argument you can make, but I'm highly convinced that this is possible. I will not kill, but I will make sure that this path I am paving, no one comes to tamper or tread on it, mutant and mankind alike. Nah. Or mutant and human alike. No way. I will not let that happen. So they're writing Magneto weirdly, for me, in my opinion. They're writing Xavier weirdly, in my opinion. These guys are two grown, very old men. At what point do you realize that this is not going anywhere? Even before Magneto turned off the Earth's magnetic whatever, when he got angry and flew to the North Pole, what am I doing here? If I think this through, if I do this, then everyone's going to be angry at all mutants. My one action alone will now trigger a whole landslide towards other mutants and myself. But I know who's responsible. Every human being on the planet didn't build the Sentinels. I know Bastion, Trask, Sinister working together. So I'll go to the X-Men. We need to form an alliance. We need to be very, very precise as to what we're doing next. They're expecting us to fight each other. They're expecting me to wage war on humanity, even though there's a small handful of people. I have to be aware as Magneto that humans will always dislike me. So we're going to rebuild Genosha. They know I'm going to be so angry I won't focus on rebuilding Genosha. We'll rebuild. Build it in a way that no one can enter Genosha without permission or without some form of, scanning or something. And then if human beings will argue and complain, oh, is this, is that, if you want to do it legitimately, buy the land. But then again, that's just me, being what people might say too technical. It's only a cartoon. It's not real. It's just a comic. People always like to say that. But 1 or 2 episodes drop and talk about genocide. People say, oh, yeah. It's related to current times right now with the war in this country and the war in that country and that. Yeah, it's when it suits you guys, it's parallel to real life. But then when someone like me calls out the bullshit, it's only a cartoon. It's just a show. You're taking it too serious. You people are funny, man. You people like to pick and choose. Me, nah. I like the show very much, but I'm looking at it in other ways and other angles. Because if you can kill Gambit and there's no bring back, I hope there's no bring back for Gambit, then let's get ready and kill Sinister. If we're having permanent deaths like with Madeline Pryor and Gambit, then let's get ready. And all the other mutants that died in Genosha, let's not forget that, because you're not going to bring everyone back. If you bring Gambit back, then everyone will be like, well, you better bring Madeline back and bring all the dead mutants back in Genosha. If you want to leave it as a real thing and you don't want to spoil that, then let's get real about killing Sinister. Or depowering Sinister. How about that? Permanently, not just some future. Depower the guy. If you don't want to kill, then depower. Either you give Xavier the choice or Magneto chooses and says, I'll do it. And Xavier shouldn't stop Magneto. So you pick one. You lobotomize this guy and make him forget who he is and bury his psyche so deep, or erase his own identity and implant it with a new one. Or Magneto kills him. You got to get drastic about this. I still feel it's a disservice to the whole ethos behind Xavier's and Magneto's plight. You're all about mutants coming together, living in peace, with or without human interference, but yet you're not ready and prepared to do what needs to be done to another mutant that's causing harm to you guys as mutants. So both your plans, both Xavier's dream and both Magneto's dreams or plans and or intentions are being sullied by Bastion and Sinister. And that's a testament to saying that we can't let this go forward. And the fact that Xavier's plan is strong, that means some people are shook up about, they don't want to see this happen. It's not like when Genosha was formed, mutants were going around and preying on human beings. They're minding their business, they're chilling in their own space. Only for Trask and everyone else to say, we don't like. What Magneto is doing is beautiful. We won't bother you. We'll take all our mutant people. Those who feel free, they want to come here, come here. What Xavier's offering is the same as Magneto, just different thing. For those mutants who are like, well, I don't mind being in the environment of human beings, come to the Xavier School. For those mutants who have been through trauma with human beings, like, no. I like the idea of Genosha. Come to Genosha. It might even turn into be like a franchise thing. Or if you have a mutant that can expand the land mass, but then again, that's scientific and tectonic plate shifting and whatnot, you can expand the land mass. Or have floating islands on Genosha as well. Then you can really put the humans to the test. So Magneto has formed his Genosha. We're not interfering with you guys. Xavier has welcomed more mutants into the school. We're not interfering with you guys. Then we will take charge as Magneto and Xavier of any other dark mutants causing disorder out there. Then we'll test the human beings to see if you're really about that life. If you're really about, we're not going to disturb you. We really don't want to be interacting with mutants. Don't worry. Well, most of the mutants are now in Genosha. And then they've put other people in charge of other islands in other parts of the world to look after other mutants similar to Genosha on different parts of the country, different countries in the world as well. Then we'll really see. You know, when siblings are fighting, one says, okay, leave me alone, I'll go to my side, you go to your side. You can really test the one who says he or she doesn't want to bother the sibling, if they're going to stay put or they're going to irritate the other sibling. So that means you've gone from your point where you said you're going to stay. You stay there, I stay here. Then you come from there back to here and bother me again. That's how you test the humans. Whether it's behind closed doors, behind closed channels, whether it's behind Senator Kelly or any other board member or mayor or president, or even whether it's behind closed doors by Doom or Zemo, any other villain. That's why I said you let Xavier and Magneto say we'll take charge of those bad guys. But the people, the innocent mutants or mutants who can't be treated at hospitals because you're discriminating, we'll take care of all of them. We take them off for you. Don't worry, we take them off you. You leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. But you tamper with us and we'll wipe you off clean. You really put the humans in their place. It's like, okay, now it's time to really test you guys if you're really about that life. It's a cool show. I've enjoyed it so far, but it's just certain things just sticking out to me. I'm like, this sucks, man. This really, really sucks. I hope the audio is really coming through because all this yappa I've been doing, I don't even know how long I've been recording for. How long have I been talking for? 35 minutes. Not bad. For something that began as a test. And now I'm out here waffling on. I haven't even switched my arm once. If you see my eyes moving to this side, it's just because I'm looking at the monitor to see how I'm being received. If I'm being centered, it's okay. This is the first time I'm trying this, so I shouldn't really be too hard on myself. But I'm happy, man. I'm happy that I finally got to do this, especially with this bulky ass thing in front of me. It's El Pollo Loco. It's weighty. Got some music in my ear playing right now. We like this. I think the best way to do it is when there's no one around. And that way I wouldn't feel too self-conscious. Oh my God. Oh, you guys can see this right now. It's a jaybird. I wish I could take a picture of it right now and show you guys. But I don't want to be disrespectful as well. The fact that it flew into my presence. I'm so tempted to take off the camera off the tripod right now and flip it, but no, it'd be too long. It's not what she said. Is that a bug? Did you just land on my lens? Come on, bro. Guys, come on. Oh my God. That is a beautiful bird, guys. It just flew so close to me. I still want to take a picture of it. I haven't seen him in ages, man. He came out of nowhere. Now I gotta go. Yeah, I'm really into nature spirits, man. When I see a bird or a pigeon or dove, just grace my presence with its presence is something else. That's beautiful. And it looked right at me too. Head tilted as well. That was beautiful, man. Beautiful animal spirit. Anyway, I don't want to eat the battery, so I guess I'm definitely going to go home and figure out what that's got for me. Oh, the battery is not bad. So 37 minutes for this vlog, and I hope the editing. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't want to fondle with the mic. Is that a spider? Well, everybody knows an ant. So we got seagulls, we got a squirrel, and a jaybird. Where's the bird now? That squirrel is getting real close though. Oh, there's a standoff between a squirrel and a black bird with an orange beak, not a crow. It's a standoff. If I take out my snack right now, this squirrel will think I'm about to start eating. I think I'm definitely when I get up, I'll start eating because I'm peckish. I brought some chin chin with me. I would show y'all, but no, I don't want to shake or offset my my settings right now. Anyway, I've made this vlog longer than I intended to. This is nice. This is very good. Y'all better clap for me in the comments, man. Y'all better clap for me in the... Well, let me not speak too soon because I've not heard the audio. I have to go back home and play back... Oh, shite. I have to go back home and play back the audio in my ear to see if it's coming through well. And I think because I'm outdoors, I don't think I'll do too much editing because all the wind noise and birds and people playing in the background, that's going to be extra cosmic work to try and reduce or remove. But it's good though. I'm well. I'm well. This is nice. This is lovely. This is beautiful. There's a cool way to end this vlog, random vlog, by just seeing that jaybird. Lovely way to end it. Lovely way to end it. And I'm definitely going to take some pictures of the pond. Or I'll record the pond actually. Instead of taking pictures, I'll record it and then put that over in the video. As they call it, B-roll. You want to do some B-roll, B-roll footage. There's a lady chasing a seagull. Damn. And boys, they poke your eyes out with those beaks. Why would you chase a seagull for? All right, boys and girls, now I'm just waffling on. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Might take me like 2 hours to edit this video. Oh, please, audio. Please tell me you got captured nicely. Huh? Checking the display. Tell me you got captured nicely. Please, audio. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your ears, your attention, your eyes. Thank you for joining me on this exciting episode of Random Vlogging in the Park with a microphone. Anyway, I have been your one and only host, the Cosmic Jedi, signing out.